Welcome to the 7th episode of the Morning Slate presented by Alpha Sports Co. I'm your host, Cole.
I'm your co-host, Nick.
And big week headed up. We got the Super Bowl and another week of tennis. Obviously, great past 2 weeks at the Australian Open. Huge shout out to Carlos for youngest male career Grand Slam winner.
Yep, winning his fourth.
I mean, he played fantastic that whole tournament. Obviously beating Novak in the finals in 4. And then he had that battle with Zverev. But
it didn't look like he
beat Damon Miller and Tommy Paul in straights. But yeah, great tournament. Huge shout out to Carlos. Well deserved.
And then shout out to Elena Rybakina, WTA champion, beating Sabalenka in 3. She was down a break in the 3rd, but managed to pull through. Her pulling a nice $3.2 million check there. That is nice hefty check for both of the players there. So Carlos and Rybakina both taking all the trophies. Ended up last podcast going 3-4, bringing our total to 22-15 plus 3.3 units. And now let's move on to the plays.
Yeah, let's get into some tennis picks first.
Moving along to our tennis plays for the week. It's going to be the Multiplier Open in southern France. And for the first play today, we're going to have Alexander Kovacevic minus 137 against Mackenzie McDonald. Play this at a book that doesn't void retirements because last week Mackenzie McDonald actually retired down 1-4 in the first set. So he didn't even finish the first set. Retired down 1-4. Kovacevic is 2-0, had to have hard courts against McDonald. He loves fast hard courts. This is where he shows the most success and where he, This is where he shows the most success and wins his most tournaments. So very strong indoor hard court player there. And obviously Mackenzie McDonald not 100%, not even playing a full set before retiring last match. And if he doesn't show 100% here, he's not going to be able to beat Alexander at home. Also, make sure you play at a book that doesn't avoid retirement. So if he does in fact retire, it's just a free win. So first play, 2 units right there. Alexander Kovacevic minus 137.
He's been playing good tennis too. We didn't get to see him too much in the Australian Open, losing to Tommy Paul, but he has been playing good tennis.
He's a nice
ran into a pretty tough opponent there, but
nice one-handed backhand, kind of. I wouldn't say Federer-like, but It's a nice backhand. Moving along, we have a guy we've been seeing in multiple months. It's Arthur Fils.
I'm excited for his return.
Arthur Fils coming back, and he specifically missed the Australian Open to start back in his home country of France. He was battling back problems, but ultimately he wanted to start. He did it. Also, it's kind of smart because he didn't want to immediately go into playing 5 sets when you're coming back from injury. So he's going to come back playing in indoors, so it's going to be cooler conditions for the body. I think he's going to get this done here. 2 units on the money line, minus 125. Arthur Fils. Valentin Royer started off 0-3 this year in hard courts. Fils coming back from injury, but again, playing at home. He's a big guy he loves playing with crowd noise, he loves backing the crowd, and he loves backing himself in those spots. So when the crowd's at his back, that's when he plays his best. And also, fast indoor courts should very much suit his game. And also, make sure you play this, though, at a book that actually voids retirements because Phillips is a player who, if he is injured, he just tends to retire, which is actually good for us in this situation. So play at a book that will void retirement, so if he does retire, you will just get your money back. But that is 2 units, Arthur Fils, minus 125. I don't see his back being an issue here. I think he'll settle in nicely.
Yeah, he's had a pretty good amount of time off to recover and get back into form, so I don't see that back being too much of an issue, especially in the first couple matches that he's played.
Yeah. It's usually later in the week for when they're just coming back, or a
few weeks down the line where you're kind of aggravated. But here, I don't see that back being an issue.
Also,
I'm excited for his return.
Specifically, him also saying that he wanted to skip the Australian Open to focus on his tournament.
Yeah.
I'm more excited for that.
Which means he was feeling healthy enough to play that 5-set, physically demanding tournament.
Yeah.
So.
And now moving on to our last tennis free play. A reminder, these will be around Tuesday sometime in the morning.
4 a.m.
Don't know,
Eastern
4
time.
to 7, in the morning. We go Miomir Kekmanovic, money line -137. He's 2-0 head-to-head against Karena Busta. Both players are on a 3-match losing streak, so there's not very good tennis being played there. Except Kekmanovic, these are the courts where he actually plays the best. Indoor fast, hard courts where he doesn't need to move around, he doesn't need to move around, he doesn't need to grind that much.
Yeah.
He can rely on his serve +1 and just make a lot of first serves, really control the points there, and fast courts, less rallies. That's the type of game that he loves to play. So, Miomir Kekmanovic, -137 against Karena Busta. 2-0 head-to-head. Love the spot here. Also, very sad news about this. His grandma actually passed away, which what he said after his loss in the Australian Open. So, very sad. Pray for Kekmanovic there, but 1 unit, -137, Miomir Kekmanovic.
Playing for something a little more than tennis there.
Yeah, playing with the heart there.
But our thoughts and prayers out to him as well for that. But yeah, moving on to this Super Bowl matchup. I'm super excited for it.
6:30 on Sunday.
Yep, February 8th.
February 8th.
Between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. A little rematch going on. If you don't remember, hopefully the Seahawks
run the ball.
Yeah, we got an absolute hammer here. I see this game being way closer than a lot of people thinking, or just not way closer, but I feel like this is going to be a very tight and defensive game. Both teams, absolutely phenomenal defenses. We've seen it throughout not only the regular season, but especially the postseason. You saw the Patriots not last week, but week before with the Broncos matchup. Yeah, it was sleeting. Yeah, they were playing Jared Stidham. But they still only let that Broncos offense score 7 points. That defense has been playing fantastic. You got Christian Gonzalez out there who's been playing great. Their cornerbacks are fantastic. They're creating pressure. And then you look at Seattle's side, and they've also been doing the same thing with even better corner, in my mind, on the other side with Devon Witherspoon. But, yeah, I mean, there's star talent around both of these defenses. I think it's going to be a more defensive game. You have good conditions, so that's something you don't really have to worry about it being played in San Francisco. So
probably best conditions you can have for
I think star power is going to show, especially on the defensive side. Drake May and Sam Darnold have been playing fantastic, and I expect both of them to prove why they should be there and they're capable of leading that team. And also both coaches too have been, just coaching and running these teams flawlessly all year. But yeah, we're going to have a 3-unit play here on little underdog, but Patriots +4.5, -110, 3 units. I think it's going to be a defensive game. And there's some interesting facts about this line too, if you want to get into explaining that. But
over the past 20 years, Vegas public backside in the NFL have only been right 2 times. So Vegas rakes in when it comes to Super Bowl bets at the spread. And right here, Patriots only getting, let me check, I'll pull it up right now. So the live stats, Monday. Let me check. So the game is Sunday. It might move closer, but usually it tends to usually closer to game time, it tends to move closer to the favorites because the favorites are always a public play. So closer to game time, and also Seahawks are a very public team. Right now, 27% of the bets, 34% of the handle for the Patriots at the spread. And then on the money line, it's 50-50 right now, but you see that spread there. Opened up at 5.5, then moved down to 4.5. 27% of the bets, 34% of the handle. Love the player, love the spot. Ultimately, I think this should be a 3-point
Yes, it should
Three,
be.
yeah. A field goal game, so getting 4.5 there is huge. Just love the spot here. 3 units. Patriots plus 4.5.
Drake May is going to prove a point here.
And I don't trust Sam Donald either.
He might not win his first one. He'll keep this one close within a field goal. He will be back. He will win a Super Bowl. I don't know if it's this one, but he's going to keep this one close.
He's going to keep it close.
He's going to prove to everyone that he deserves to be there. You could say his lackluster schedule that he played. You can say that he played Jarrett Stidham to get here. You could say a lot of things about this Patriots team. You can say a lot of things about it. But I think they go in, they prove a point. I think Vrabel has been coaching that team fantastically. I think they got a lot of young, hungry talent that is going to want to prove a point. So 3 units, Patriots plus 4.5, minus 110 is going to be our free pick for the Super Bowl.
Yep, lock that in. We'll have a bunch more VIP plays, including player props and the total in the VIP. If you click the link, you can
join that Discord as well.
Yep.
We're giving live updates and keeping you updated with all of our free picks and VIP picks throughout, the whole year.
Yep. And actually, moving on, we have one more bonus pick. It's going to be a future bet. So lock this in today. It's a future for the Multiplier Open in France. We're going to be going Hugo Humbert, the indoor hardcourt king himself.
Specialist.
Plus 750, 1 unit. Hugo Humbert, he won the tournament that's actually in next week. He won that tournament twice in a row. So he wins a bunch of indoor French tournaments. Also, his serve is just so effective indoors. This is the second or third fastest court. So his serve indoor is just so effective. What hinders his game a lot is his physical abilities, but when you're playing indoors in controlled conditions, it's much easier in your physical body because his serve plus 1, he's not going to have to play that physical game to win points and to win matches throughout. So, love Hugo Humbert there. Also, if you look at the talent he has to play, I don't know if Arthur Phils makes it that deep into the tournament. A Pisha Perry card,
great.
He has a great serve, but he gets broken by Sebastian Baez 8 times, 9 times. So,
and he's not going to break back either.
And he doesn't break back. And his backhand, he just likes hitting the ball in his hand. So, I don't think he's going to survive a full tournament. Also, you look here, Stan Veronica, he's not making it. You keep moving on. You got FAA. You got Felix Auger-Aliassime. He also loves hitting the balls long. Don't trust him. Light back in the Frenchman at home. Also, French, they love their nation. They love backing themselves. So whenever it's a Frenchman indoors, you can trust they're going to be cheering for the other guy. And this also is playing. He's playing at home. He's playing at home. He's playing with one of the best servers on the tour right now on one of the fastest courts. He's going to win a lot of free points. The crowd's going to have his back. 1 unit plus 750. Hugo Humbert to win the Multiplier Open.
Yeah, that'll prop you 7.5 units there. So let's go Hugo. But yeah, he's been playing phenomenal. Great serve. Playing with a lot of confidence too, especially in his home country. So yeah, I definitely see him getting it done there.
Yep.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching this episode. Make sure to hit the link below to view all of our free picks and VIP picks. We post every day, NBA, NHL, tennis every single day, UFC on the weekends. But yeah, stay tuned for our next episode, and let's have a week.